Okay, so the discussion that we have is all about the field effect transistor. No? Pag sinabing field effect, ito yung, kasi tapos na tayo sa BJT. Pag sinabi nating bipolar junction transistor, that is current control device. Pagdating naman sa FET, that is voltage controlled. No? Pakitake note dyan, no? That is voltage controlled device. No? That is the difference. Okay? So now, let's have a brief parang summary no or introduction ng tinatawag natin na FET, no? So as recall, ang BJT kasi, so may tatlong element siya kung di ako nagkakamali o terminals, no? Meron tayong uh, base emitter saka collector. So na-topic ko na 'yon, no? So ngayon, ang i-discuss ko naman ngayon since tayo ngayon ay nag-discuss, no, ng FET, okay? So we're discussing FET, no? Okay. Okay, so now, as we already know, a brief history, si Shockley, may idea na no, for making solid device out of semiconductors. So nagkaroon siya ng idea. Yung reason niya kasi, yung strong electrical field could cause the flow of electricity within a nearby semiconductor. Tandaan niyo si Shockley, isa sa mga pioneering niya, no, mga 1945 ata ito, kung di ako nagkakamali. Okay, para kay Shockley kasi, yung strong electrical field, okay, yung strong electrical field could cause the flow of electricity within a nearby semiconductor. Okay? Okay, so now as we already know na uh, nung he tried to build one, I think yung si Baratain, kasama niyan eh, try to build it. So ilang years pa noon, si tatlo yun, si Shockley, Baratain, si pa isa, si Bardeen. Oo, yung kasama ni Shockley. So kasi minsan lumalabas sa board eh, yung mga ano lang, history. Sayang din kasi itong 1 point. Kung sakali, si Bretain saka si Bardeen. Tatlo sila niyan, no? Ah, na-develop nila yung ano, yung first working transistor. Yun yung ano natin, German point, kung ako nagkakamali, contact transistor, no? Then so ngayon napatuloy sila, no? Hanggang sa na-develop na ni Shockley, no, yung nakita niya kasi, no, kung nakikita natin yung sa Silicon Valley yun eh, kung di ako nagkakamali, no? So doon ata nila na parang na-visualize, no? Ngayon, ano ba itong field effect? Sabi, similar with the BJT, three-terminal device. Now, as you compare, this is the collector current sa BJT, this is the current control. Kasi nga, ang BJT is current control device. Ito namang FET is voltage control device. That is a voltage controlled device. Okay? So now, as we already know, ito naman yung collector current. Then, Usually, kapag ito naman yung tinatawag natin na emitter current, no? Kung ito yung flow, that is the IE. So ito is current control device. Ito naman is voltage control, no? So wag natin kalilimutan yan, no? Yung part na yan, okay? So bakit siya tinawag na field effect? Ano kaya reason? Kasi may ano yun eh. What is the reason why it is called field effect? Okay, isa sa mga reason, no? Kasi imagine yung mga weak electrical signal coming in through one electrode. No? Tapos nagke-create siya ng electric field to the rest of the transistor. So nagkakaroon ng leafing of fields ang tawag doon. From positive to negative, no? Through the rest of the transistor. So through that, nagkakaroon ng modulation or the field modulates the second current to mimic the first one. Pero but can be substantially higher. So paano ba ang construction ng FET? Kung di ako nagkakamali, yan ay constructed on a substrate. Tandaan nyo, no? The FET is constructed on a substrate. Okay, of dope semiconductor. Okay, yan yung perang pinaka definition, material. Okay, the channel is formed within the substrate and has the opposite polarity. Kaya meron tayong dalawang channel eh. Hindi na tawag na N-channel, P-channel. Later we will be discussing. Pero ang construction ng FET, most likely yan ay mga silicon, no, material. Okay? Ngayon para mas merong silicon, merong mga compound, yung ito yung tinatawag na gallium arsenide which is higher gain bandwidth product at ang meron diyan sa gaas, no? Okay. Kumbaga sa higher yung kanyang standard dope silicon, yung mga gaas. That is gallium, that is compound, no? Arsenide. Yun yung mga composition, no? Kaya may mga gas FET devices. Ibig sabihin, ginagamit sa mga higher frequency response kapag ito yung target natin. So instead of a silicon material made up of gallium arsenide compound. Okay? So yun yung mga basic basic background no ng tinatawag natin na FET, no? Pero dalawang klase kasi yan. Later ma-discuss natin. Sige. So I think nakuha na natin to, yung pinaka-importante. The next one. So in applications, parehas na ginagamit for amplifier, oscillator, switching device, impedance matching. So pwede naman, meron lahat to sa BJT. Differences, kasi ang BJT, bipolar device. O bakit bipolar? Meron siyang N-type, P-type, no? Ito naman unipolar. N-channel lang or P-channel lang. O, syempre ito current controlled. Compare naman dun sa is voltage controlled. So alamin natin yung pinaka differences, no? Eh mas likely ang BJT may mga low input impedance, no? Okay. FET are less sensitive than more static, sensitive than BJT. Less noisy ang FET, no? Isa 'yan sa mga reason, no? Okay? So I think yan ay mga differences and similarities of if we will be comparing FET and BJT. Now, dito tayo ngayon no sa construction ng JFET sa MOSFET. Actually, si JFET, bigyan ko na kayo ng konting idea no, junction field effect transistor ang ibig sabihin no. That is junction field effect transistor. Sa construction and symbol ng JFET. So imagine this is the tawag ito, the channel no. Ito yung ating PNP. Okay, ito naman yung ating D. Okay, tapos this is the PNP. Okay. So, i-drawing ko lang yung construction, no? Tandaan nyo sa ano, sa FET, pwedeng ano ka lang, N channel or JFET or ano pala, P channel. So, hindi siya kagaya ng ano na BJT, ah dalawa yung kanyang polarity. So, halimbawa, ito, no, mapapansin nyo, ito yung tinatawag natin. Anyway, ang tawag para sa mga terminal, ito tinatawag na gate. Ang counterpart nito, ito yung base. Ito na yung tinatawag natin drain. Ang counterpart nito yung collector, no? Tapos ito yung tinatawag natin na source nasa baba. Ito yung counterpart ng emitter sa BJT. Since ito yung voltage control device, ito no, ito yung let's say ito yung mga channels natin. Ito yung unipolar, ito yung kumbaga, ito yung N channel JPET. Okay, so isang channel lang, no? Tapos ito, kung makikita nyo, naka-feedback, parang naka-feedback dito sa gate. Ayan, ito yung internal construction nyo, no? Okay, this is the internal construction. Okay, so ngayon, ang schematic symbol ng N-channel, JPET, meron ka dito gate, tapos this, we have the drain, gate, and source. Okay, so this is the N-channel, and now, as we know, no? Ito naman yung isa, this is the, kapag nakaganito naman N, so pag ganyan, N, ano naman yan, P-type, no? P-type channel naman to. Anyway, mapapansin nyo dito, no? Pag yung araw papasok, baliktad sa, ano, sa BJT. Pagpapasok, that is N channel, no? Ngayon, ito naman yung construction. O, ibig sabihin, ito ay P-type. Kasi unipolar to. Tandaan nyo, unipolar ang FET is a unipolar device. Pag sinabi natin unipolar, either ano lang yan, kung N channel ka or P channel. Hindi kagaya sa BJT na N-type, P-type. May majority carrier, minority carrier, no? Okay, halimbawa ito, no, sa case na ito, ito yung ating gate. And then, let's say, ito yung ating drain. Then, the source. Then, ito. Okay, tapos dito lalabas. Okay, so now nakaganyan to, guys, no? Mapapansin nyo, ito yung ano, ito yung P channel. Then, ito yung schematic symbol or nakalabas naman yung arrow dito. Parang naka, ano siya yan, nakalabas. Ayusin ko din ang aking drawing. So, ito naman yung ano niyan, yung pinaka-arrow niyan. Ito yung gate. Ayan. So, nakapasok yung ano, yung arrow, no? Tapos ito yung uh, drain and the source. So, imagine, ito yung ating ano, construction and the schematic symbol. If the arrow is pointing inward, that is N channel. If the arrow is pointing outward, that is a P channel. So, sa JPET natin, may source, drain, and gate. So, unipolar ang karakteristik ng JPET. Either ano lang yan. Ibig sabihin ng unipolar, either electron flow ka lang or hole in the charge carrier. Hindi siya po pwedeng both. No? So, ibig sabihin, naman, N-channel ka, edi electron carrier yan. O yung mga charge carrier electron. Sa P-channel naman, yung kanyang ano is hole. No? Kasi nga, isa lang. Okay? So now, as we determine no, yung ating JFET, later, may discuss din natin yung MOSFET. Pero hindi ko lang kung aabot to. Pero mag-focus muna tayo sa JPET muna. Kasi mahaba ito. Mahaba itong ano, mahaba itong FET. Mahalaga kahit yung JPET man lang muna, no? So ito yung sinasabi ko, the construction. So ito, pag ganyan ang ano, that is a P-type, no? Kasi, or ano pala to, it's rather a N-channel, no? That is N-channel JPET. Kasi ito yung channel. Ito yung Owomi contacts. Ito yung mga, ano, ito yung gate. Then this is the depletion region. Okay, so si drain and source natin are connected to the N channel. Once a gate is connected to the P-type. So basically, that is the construction. Now, as we know, mayroon tayong tatlong basic operating condition. No? Since alam naman natin, ang JPET is a unipolar na galing sa dalawang variety. Okay? So may tinatawag tayo na small amount of current. By the way, pag sinabi natin small amount of current, that is called leakage current. Siguro narinig nyo na yung term. Ano ulit ang leakage current? That is small. Pag sinabing leakage current, pag sinabi natin leakage current, ang isa sa mga ibig sabihin niyan is small amount of current. Okay, may leakage current ka, no? So alam natin, there is a small amount of current across the reverse bias of an channel junction, no? Yung interesting current natin is carried in the channel by a single type of charge carrier. Kaya later, madi-discuss din natin, no? Yung mga triode, pitch off, breakdown. Ngayon, dito muna tayo sa three basic operating condition. Kapag yung gate to source voltage mo ay zero, yung drain to source mo daw is increasing. If it is less than zero, the VDS is positive value. And as well, JPET can be also used as a voltage controlled resistor. No? I hope yan ay mga klaro no, pagdating sa JPET operating characteristic. No? So here, dito, no, three things happen. So, imagine nyo may supply tayo, no? Dito, yung katumbas yan yung BCC sa BJT, no? Now, the depletion region between P-gate and N-channel increases as electrons from N-channel combine with holes from gate. So, ganyan nangyayari, no? Most likely in an operating characteristic. So, paano mo ma-increase yung depletion region? You need to decrease the size of the N channel. Mamaya, meron yung graph eh. Pakita ko lang sa inyo, explain ko rin yan, no? It increases the resistance of the N channel. Even though the N channel resistance is increasing, the current from the drain or the current ID from source to drain through the N channel is also increasing. Because yung BDS o drain to source voltage is also increasing. So tandaan nyo yung mga dapat yung matandaan, no? Pagdating dyan, no? Okay? So anyway, dito, no? Dito sa JFET operating characteristic, hindi ko lang alam kung may curve dito. Ay, pero ako na lang magdodrawing kung wala. Okay, so ito mabala, meron pa pala, no? Okay, sabi dito, if BGS is 0, BDS is further increased to a more positive value. So, may tinatawag tayong pinch off. Pag sinabing pinch off, ibigay ko na rin yung isa sa mga formula, no? So, pag sinabing pinch off, mga technical term to sa JFET, no? Pag sinabing pinch off, once the channel began to pinch off, the drain current remains uh, relatively constant. So ano ang description niyan? That your ID is equivalent to IDSS. May formulang ganito, no? Yung sa pinch off pa. Kasi sabi dito, once the channel began to pinch off, no? the drain current remains relatively constant. So paano ba kinukuha yung drain current? That is 1 minus VGS, no? Over BP square, no? Isa yun sa mga formula. Hindi ako nagkakamali, no? Yan yung isa sa mga formula. Okay? Pero meron pang isa eh. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, yung, wait lang ah. Yung minumultiply natin to, ano eh, to BGS over BE pala. So, nalala ko na. Wait lang, i-ano ko lang. Ni Kashe. Okay, so dito na lang, no? Yung drain current can be solved, or the IDSS is equivalent to IDSS, or ID rather, is equivalent to IDSS multiplied by 1 minus VGS over BP square, then 1 plus BGS over BA. Okay, so yan yung pinaka, ano, isa sa mga formula, no? Okay, anyway, no? Kung titignan natin, mamaya, mabibigyan pa natin ito ng ano eh, nung tawag dito, yung simplification. As this suggests that the current in the N channel would drop to zero, but it is just opposite as BDS as increases, no? Okay, so now let's further analyze. Okay, ito yung ano tinatawag na pinch off. So sa pinch off, okay, no? Kumbaga sa ano, at further increase uh, in BDS does not produce any increase in ID or at the gate to source at denoted as peak voltage. So basically, no, sa JFET operating characteristic, let me read din, no? Ito yung tinatawag natin na IDSS level, na kung saan si IDSS level mo na nangyayari dito, nagiging pag saturation siya, pag saturated mangyayari lang siya kapag yung BGS mo is equivalent to 0 volt. So ngayon, meron tayong N-channel resistance yung pataas. Okay, due to narrowing channel, nag-i-increase ang resistance. Okay, so basically, ganun nangyayari. Ngayon, may mga pagkakataon, no, na kung ang pag-uusapan naman is JFET operating characteristic, kasi ito, when it comes to saturation, meron din naman na ano, na talagang, halimbawa, ito, no, ito yung aking uh, graph. Ito yung, let's say, the drain current. O, yun yung current. Oh. Tapos ito yung drain to source voltage. Ito kasi BDS yan. So gagamitin ko yung ano, yung BDS. Okay, ito kasi IDSS. Ito yung ID. Okay, ito yung BDS. Okay, for example, ito yung 0. Tapos at BDS is equal to 0 yun eh. Okay, at BDS is equal to 0, ah nangyayari kapag ang zero, ang BDS at to zero, nagkakaroon ka ng saturation. So, halimbawa, ito, no, or, let's say ito, at here. Ngayon ito yung BGS na equivalent to 0 volt. So, ngayon, nagkakaroon ka ng parang pinaka-peak mo dito. Let's say, ito yung pinaka-peak. Let's say, V sub A is 100. Tapos, kapag, let's say, kung magtutuloy-tuloy pa yan, meron ka ditong VGS negative 1 volt, o, tapos negative VGS negative 2 volts, etc. No? So, yun yung tinatawag natin na ano, kumbaga sa ano, ito yung drain to source voltage, yung sa x-axis. Kaya BDS ang tawag, no? Ito is the drain current, ito yung IDSS. Yung IDSS na yun, ito yung saturated. Okay, so ngayon, that is the operation, no? Ngayon, kung di tayo nagkakamali, no, yung drain to source voltage is small and width of the channel uh, is constant, no? Okay, so tandaan niyo yung mga characteristic na yan, no? Anyway, so that is an example of a J FET. Later, may mga example problem tayo. We will try to solve problems, no? Related to JFET. Siguro kahit yung mga fixed bias. Okay, so dito at VGS becomes more negative, the depletion region increases. No? So kapag tayo nagbibigay ng kapag yung VGS mo is nagiging negative, no? So ibig sabihin, uh, the the action of the depletion region increases. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Ito yung kapag yung VGS mo at 0 volt. Ngayon, may level tayo ng IDSS na kung saan yun yung magiging masasabi natin na saturated. Pero kung hindi naman, halimbawa, VGS is equal to 0, okay, at IDS is equal to 8, ayan, no? At IDSS, for example, is equal to 4, ito. May mga, ito yung sabihin na parang na-saturate ka na, no? Okay, so, the VGS becomes more negative. So, mapapansin nyo, magiging negative 1, negative 2, baba, no? ID decreases. Si ID sa drain current. Tandaan nyo, yung IDSS yung pinaka natin. Even though the BDS is increased, the ID increases. No? Kasi itong y-axis na to, ito yung drain current. Ang drain current is the I sub D in milliampere. So kapag bumababa si I sub D, ano nangyayari? Kapag bumababa si I sub D, si BDS din, halimbawa ay tumataas, no? Pero ang pinaka-parametric mo dyan, tingnan mo yung IDSS mo. Dapat ID must be less than the IDSS. Kasi IDSS yun yung pinakasagad. Para masabi natin at VGS is equivalent to 0 volt. Di ba? So kung titira natin, now, eventually ID reaches 0 ampere. O kapag na-reach yung 0 ampere, ano nagiging tawag doon? We call it peak voltage or VGS off. So, yun yung pinaka nagiging natin, no? So, at you notice guys, no? At if ID decreases, hanggang sa may 0 ampere ng ID, VGS at this point is called BP. So, ito yon. Ito yung part na yon, yung BP, yung mula dito. Tapos pag di ba? So, ito yung na kung saan si VGS mo ay 0 volt. So, pag 0 volt si VGS, ito yon. So, nandito yung pinaka measuring natin, no? Okay. Now, also note that high levels of BDS, the JPET is a breakdown saturation. So, si ID increases uncontrollably if BDS is greater than BD max. So, tandaan niyo, no? Yung ating pinaka JPET operating characteristic. So, very important that we understand this characteristic. As we notice pa, no? Yung ating ohmic region is the region of the left of the pinch off. Yung nandito sa part na to, yun yung ohmic. Now, ito yung formula for the RD, the source resistance or the RDS, or kumbaga yung drain source resistance or the RD. As BGS more negative, the resistance increases. No? Okay, now as we take note, no, the P channel JPET behaves the same as the N channel. Okay? So yan yung ating ito yung construction, no, ng atypical construction ng this is an example of a P-channel JPET, no? Okay, P-channel yan, no? Okay? Sige. So now, as we continue pa further, ang P-channel, pataas naman ang P-channel, pababa naman kasi yung di ba? So, the BGS increases at P channel. Okay? So, increasing nga kayo, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually, ID becomes 0 milliampere. Okay? So, pag 0 milliampere, ang kanyang BGS, yan, no, kung di nagkakaroon tayo ng change of value. So, anyway, so ito naman yung N channel, the schematic symbol. This is the direction of the drain current. Okay? So, again, voltage control device ito. Ito yung gagamitin nating formula to solve for the ID. The drain current, no? Or the ID. ID says times 1 minus BGS over BP. Okay, so yan naman yung ano, yan yung ating dapat maintindihan when it comes to JFET characteristic. Okay? So I think this is an example no, of a JFET. Okay, tandaan yung formula yan. No? Mamaya magbigay tayo ng circuit. So this is the transfer curve showing the value of ID for a given values of BGS. Ano ang nakikita natin? Tingnan nyo ito mabuti. No? As you notice, yung VGS, ito yung nandito sa left side. Kung i-redraw ko ito, andito yung the gate to source voltage. So ito naman yung ating mga, kumbaga sa ano, dito sa part na ito na VGS mo daw ay negative 4. Kumbaga sa ano, ang ID mo dyan is 0 milliampere. Okay? So that is 0 milliampere, no? Kasi yung y-axis the milliampere. So kaya dito at point negative 2, so ito yung ating ID naman, no? So nagkakaroon ng variation. Okay? So ayun, that is at tawag ito dito sa BDS natin, halimbawa, if ang BDS mo is negative 2, so yung IDSS mo o yung the ID mo is 2 milliampere. So hanggang sa tuloy-tuloy, no? Hanggang sa makakuha tayo ng plotting. Okay, yung right side kasi nito is ito yung ito IDSS mo is 8 milliampere. So dito nagkakaroon ka ng saturation. Now, para malaman mo yung pinaka peak mo, no? So nandito yung ating ID, let's say dito, no? Okay, so nandyan sa part na yan, no? Okay, kung makikita natin, no? Okay, so now that is the ID. Baga yun yan yung pinaka-cut off o breakdown, no? Okay, so now as we continue pa further, no, to understand the JFET characteristic. Plotting the JFET, this is the formula using IDS and BP in a specification sheet. Take note, no, dapat alam natin, siniset natin yung BGS to 0 para magkaroon tayo ng IDSS. Kung saan kapag nag-0 ka pala, kaya pala ganun guys, no? Dito sa computation, kapag ang BGS mo daw or the gate to source volt is 0 volt, so automatically yung ID mo, yun na rin yung IDSS. Okay, kapag naman halimbawa, no, merong value yung ating, let's say yung BGS mo is equivalent to BP. Now, our formula for this, for example, the BGS of. Oh, so ngayon as we further continue pa, makikita natin dito yung uh, formula dito, no? So dito kapag 0 ampere to, 'di ba? So usually nagiging 0 na rin. But anyway, we will be discussing, no? Okay, pero yung ang formula is IDSS times 1 minus BGS over BP squared. Okay, so that yan isa sa mga dapat nating maintindihan. Okay, so I think we will be, kasi next week, discuss ko yung MOSFET eh. So, kahit di no, wala ako na Okay, sige. So, kuha lang ako ng example problem para garap na maintindihan. So, okay. So, dito na lang, no? Yan. Or kaya sa paint, magbigay tayo ng problem solving. Na ang topic is the FET or field effect transistor. So, paano tayo mag-solve ng mga FET problems? O ang tawag doon mga FET biasing, no? Parang DC biasing din. Pero marami yan sa board, no? Yang FET. Okay, so let's try to discuss, no? Give an example. For example, no? Tapos bibigyan ko ng ano ng pinaka paano i-solve. Okay, for example, so problem solving na agad, no? O determine the drain. Determine the drain current. Okay, I sub D and drain source voltage for the fixed bias circuit. Okay. Now, for that, let's say for example, this is the positive 12 and then we have a resistor here that is 1.2 kilo ohms. Then we have a current flowing I sub D. And then we have, for example, this one. Okay. Okay, so ito, no? This is an example of a N-channel JFET. The arrow is pointing inward, no? And let's say, for example, we have a resistor here. Again, this is a, kaya ito tinatawag na voltage control device kasi meron tayong voltage supply dito sa loob. Let's say ito. Ito yung given, no? Negative, positive. Okay, so that is a 1.5 volts. Take note of the mga signs. Then this is the drain, the gate, and the source. Now, obviously guys, no, kapag ganito ang circuit, it is called fixed bias kasi walang resistor doon sa pinaka source sa BJT sa emitter. Now, as we notice, no, how can we solve it? Kasi ganito yan guys eh. If we will recall, no, sa biasing ng FET, kinakailangan natin ng setting natin sa gate to source result in the desired drain current. Ito guys, example to ng JFET fixed bias. Kung di ako nagkakamali, yung drain current niya is limited by the saturation current. No? And then, if the BCC is used to set the bias, kunwari, select natin, yung IG natin is equivalent to 0 volt. Halimbawa lang naman, no? Ay, nawala. Yung akin. Yan. Let's say, halimbawa lang naman, if the IG is 0 volt, ibig sabihin, yung battery natin sa BGG, gate to gate, no? Is used to set a reverse bias voltage with no resultant current through RG or to the gate resistor. Masasabi ko na ang IG mo ay 0. Now, kapag ang gate source mo is reverse bias, there's no current flowing to that junction. Tandaan nyo, no DC current passes through the capacitor. Tandaan nyo, kapag may capacitor, walang DC current. Kasi nga, the capacitor blocks DC. It allows AC to pass through. No? Take note of that. No? So, nagpo-provide ang ating battery ng BGS to bias the N channel. Resulting no current is drawn from the battery. Kaya masasabi ko yung aking the gate resistor, no, is 0 kasi nga from VRG, IGRG, Ohm's law. Now, if the value, no, na meron tayo, if the RG is included to allow any AC, or while any IC we will develop across RG, so masasabi natin that equivalent to 0 kapag in-apply mo yan. Since IG is equivalent to 0 volt or 0 ampere. Now, tinan nyo itong ano, no, construction. Ito yung tinatawag natin na gate to source, VGS. Ito yung drain current, nagpo-flow dito. Then, kung ito yung output natin, na V sub O, then, halimbawa, ito yung ating capacitor. Ibig sabihin, kapag may capacitor ka dito, you're allowing DC to pass. Pero hindi mo, binablock mo yung, inaalaw mo yung AC, no? Binablock mo yung, yung direct current to pass through. Okay, so ganito yung ating, ito yung ating capacitor. Okay, so ngayon, meron ka dito na capacitor. Okay, so now, as we continue, ito yung I sub D, ito naman yung VDS, data source voltage. So dapat alam natin yung internal construction nito, no? Ano pa ba yung mga importante? Ito yung drain current, the RT. This is the RT. Ito yung RG. Nagiging zero yan kapag yung gate current mo is zero. Okay, now as we know, through the looping, magki-KVL ako to the use of KVL. O, ano ba yung meron sa KVL natin? VGS is equivalent to VG minus VS. No? Kasi gate to source muna tayo dito eh. Dito muna tayo sa gate to source. So nag-loop ako dito sa VG minus VS is equal to VGS. Okay, alam naman natin na dahil ito ay fixed bias. Ibig sabihin ng fixed bias, no resistor at the source, masasabi ko yung VS natin ay 0 volt. So therefore, masasabi ko rin na yung ating VGG or tinatawag natin na BGS is equivalent to uh, VG minus VS na yun din yung gate-to-gate voltage mo minus 0. So therefore, ang aking VGS is equivalent to mhm, that is BGG. So gate-to-gate, no? Okay, so tandaan niyo yung mga formula yan. Now, to solve for the current, kukunin ko yung tinatawag na ito yung pinaka-drain current, IDSS, 1 minus VGS over VP na nakasquare to. Okay, so tandaan nyo. Tapos si Ed, mga formula dapat yung gamitin. Tapos to solve for the BR, ID times RD. Okay. So now, as you notice, uh, kung itutuloy ko pa yung aking loop, kasi ito, tinatawag din to na VDD, itong 12 volts. That is the VDD. Parang VCC sa tawag dito sa BJT, no? So, kapag tinuloy mo yan, VDD minus IDRD, parang VCC minus ICRC. Okay, tapos, equivalent siya saan? Kung di ako nagkakamali, yan ay equivalent to VD, no? O, isa yun sa mga formula. Okay, so, now, tandaan nyo, para ditong sa kasi, meron siya parameter. Pero dito, kung sa JPET, meron siyang given na IDSS. Okay, so let's say 12 milliampere given to. Tapos yung peak voltage siya is negative 4 volts. Ito yung dapat nating tatanungin, anong IDSS, ano yung BP. No, tapos itatry natin i-ano to, tawag dito, i-graph yung graphical analysis. Solve ko muna to by solving. So ngayon, to solve this, anong gagamitin kong formula? Okay, to solve this problem, gagamit ako ng BGG. Alam naman natin that VGS, so ito yung solution. That VGS is equivalent to VGG na yan ay negative 1.5. So alam na natin to kung bakit nakuha to, no? Ang tinatanong dito is the drain current. So ngayon, to solve for the drain current, that is IDSS, then 1 minus VGS over BP square. So ito ay 12 milliampere which is given. Then 1 minus VGS is negative 1.5. Yung BP natin is negative 4 according to the given. So sa calculator ko, dito sa hawak kong calculator, ang nakuha kong drain current ay 4.59 milliampere. No? Pero isa pa lang yan sa nakukuha. Ang hinahanap dito is the drain to source voltage. Kukunin ko muna si VD. To solve for the VD, or VDD muna, si VDD minus IDRD minus VD is equivalent to 0. So to solve for the VD, 12 volts minus 4.59 milliampere. So yung resistor natin at the drain is 1.2 kilo ohm. So what is the value of VD? 6.4 volts. Okay? So yun yung ating no? Drain current and drain to source voltage. Okay? So ngayon, hindi pa tapos yan kasi ang kailangan ko dito yung BGS. O, tagal na BGS, that is VD minus BS. O, the BDS rather. So get for the BDS, BD. Ngayon, alam naman natin, ang BS natin dito is 0 kasi ano yan tawag dito, ah, yung fixed bias. So therefore, ang BDS ko is also the 6.4 volts. So ito na yung aking makukuha, the drain to source voltage. So I hope yan ay naintindihan. So ngayon, i-discuss ko ngayon yung, kasi madali lang yung computation pero yung graphical analysis, tayo sa mga, as engineers, we need to analyze yung graph na nakikita natin sa oscilloscope, lalo na kapag yan ay nasa DC operation ng JPEG circuit. Although yung mga mathematical technique na pinrovide sa atin, nagpapakita ng direct means, no, for determining the current and voltages, we need to understand sa figure, no, paano ba nangyayari yan? Siguro, ganito yan guys, no, i-ano ko muna yung unang-unang, yung drain to source characteristic. Ito-drawing ko muna yung drain to source characteristic based doon sa given, no? Okay, so ito yung drain to source characteristic. So let me, no, so I hope yan ay, balik, i-ano ko dito sa may, ah, i-clear ko lang, no? Okay, sige. So dito tayo sa Okay, so ayun, no? I-clear natin. Okay? Nawala yung clear. Clear. Okay, so going back, no? Okay, dito tayo ulit, no? So, ngayon, i-ano ko ulit, no? I, ay, nasa na yung aking attachment. Ayun, wala. Balik tayo dito yan. So, ngayon, i-try ko i-draw, no? Based doon sa naging ano. Ito yung ano, ito yung tinatawag natin na, baga, ito yung tinatawag na drain to source characteristic. Drawing ko lang yung pinaka. Ito yung I sub D or the drain current milliampere. So, yan yung drain current. Let's say, meron kang ano, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So basically ganito, no? Ah, una, 'di ba, meron tayong ano eh, hinahanap natin yung nagbi-BGS up to zero. Sabi, yung dun sa ano ba yung mga na-compute natin, no? So bago tayo mag-ano, sige, lagi ko yung mga na-compute nating values. Meron tayo dito na VGS na ano yung ano, negative 1.5 volts. Tapos yung ID na nakuha ko is 4.69 milliampere. Yung IDSS natin is 12 milliampere. Ano pa ba yung mga importante? Yung VD natin or the VDS natin is 6.4 volts. Tapos yung BD natin is also 6.4 volts. So tandaan nyo may IDSS tayo. Ibig sabihin, doon tayo magkakaroon parang pinaka-saturated. Tapos from zero, kasi ito, this is the VDS. So, ayun, no? So, kapag tinignan ko ito mabuti, pag hinarap natin siya, ayan. Ito yung ano, ito yung VGS 0 volt. So, abang ito naman pa-decrease, no? Habang ano, nagdi-decrease yung yung VGS natin, no? Dito naman, no? Nagdi-decrease siya. Okay. Now, kapag ginawa natin to ng ano, no? Halimbawa, ng saturation point, yun yung may nakuha kasi tayong VDS kanina eh, na 6.4, no? At a certain level na kung saan depende do sa ID. Ganito kasi 'di ba may ID tayo nakuha. Ipa-plot natin si ID sa kayong VDS. So plot ito yung ID natin eh. Yung ID natin is 4.69. O nandito. So ibig sabihin, if you will look 4.69 so nandito hanggang sa maka-establish tayo ng 6.4. Okay, ito na ngayon yung tinatawag na Q point, saturation point, no? Okay. Ngayon itong level na ito yung BGS natin that equivalent to negative 1.5 volts. This is the Q point, no? Yun yung pinaka Q point natin. Na kung saan yung ID natin dito, IDQ is equivalent to 4.69 milliampere. Okay, at ito naman yung BDS natin na approximately equal to 6.4 volts. Yan yung tinatawag na Q point, no? Kaya kung titingnan mo to, i-observe mo to, meron din yan syempre na ano na nakalagay sa ito yung kung ito yung 1.5, meron din yang pang ano yung nakalagay naman sa pang 1 volt. Ito naman yung Ayan. This is the VGS negative 1 volt. Okay, ito naman yung VGS naman. Kapag tuloy-tuloy mo to, no, makikita mo yung pattern na 2 volts. Pero mahalaga dyan, alam mo yung saturation point. Okay? So ngayon, ito yung tinatawag na no, Q point. Kumbaga sa ano, the saturation point, no? Ngayon, may ano yan eh, kumbaga sa ano, kapag dinivide mo yung VD over RD, RB VDD natin kanina, 12 volts divided by 1.2 kilo ohm. That is, ano yan eh, 10 milliampere. So kung 10 milliampere, ito yung magiging parang ano mo, parang line mo dito, yan. So straight line ka dito, ayan. So hanggang din sa 12 volts ng BDS. Kailan ka? Hindi ko lang maano eh, sa drawing eh. Ito from 12. Basta sa dulo niyan is 12 volts. Mahirap lang i-drawing dito sa ano kasi. Dito sa, pero basta itong 10 milliampere. Ayan na. So ito naman is nasa 12. Ayan, no? So yan, imagine yan ang straight line yan. So yan yung ano, kumbaga sa ano, yan yung drain to source characteristics and load line, no? Analysis. To source characteristics, characteristics, and load line analysis. Okay, so that is a part ng ating ano, JFET. Okay? Na load line analysis. So ayun, yan ay ano, malinaw no yung part na yan. Ngayon guys, no? Sabi ko nga if there is a fixed bias, may tinatawag tayo na sa ano ang tawag dun is emitter stabilized. Dito naman send bias ang tawag na may resistor na. Siguro kahit hanggang doon lang muna yung ma-discuss ko. Although pwede naman natin ituloy-tuloy, no? So ito yung example, no? Let me have an example it again. I-clear ko lang itong mga to. Tapos ito ay iyan ko lang file nyo. Okay, so ngayon let's have a second topic, no? Ito naman yung JFET amplifier with self bias. Okay, so ngayon discuss natin, no? So sabi ko nga kanina, no, kung meron tayong fixed bias, na kapag sinabing fixed bias, walang resistor sa emitter kung BJT at walang resistor sa source kung FET. Now, itong JFET amplifier, no, uh, yung JFET amplifier na self-bias is merong resistor sa emitter. Ang tawag naman sa ano is emitter stabilized, no? Okay. So ano ngayon anong meron dito? Syempre lalagyan ko ng resistor yung ating source. So let me draw. Pero again, itong JFET amplifier, gumagamit to ng biasing to set as stable operating point for proper amplification. Tandaan nyo, ginagamit to, are used uh, to set as stable or siguro mas maganda tawag dyan is JFET amplifiers use biasing, JFET amplifiers uh, use biasing. What is the reason? Bakit sila gumagamit ng biasing? To set a stable, so stability pala ang target, no? Operating point or Q point. Yung Q point, yun yung kanina, yung ginamit natin, operating point. For proper amplification. Yan yung reason. That is for proper amplification of input signals. Okay, yan yung tinatawag natin na JPET amplifier. So syempre, meron tayong dalawa. May tinatawag tayo na fixed bias sa self bias. Ito gumagamit to ng resistor, uses a gate resistor. A gate resistor. Ang purpose to keep gate at 0 volt. Yung pala purpose niyan, yung VGG natin kanina. Para maging 0, gumagamit ng gate. Since yung IG natin is approximate equal to 0. Okay? Kaya yung voltage drop natin across RS, kung di ako nagkakamali, yung VGS natin dito is negative ID RS. Okay, mamaya explain natin, no? Kaya tinatawag to na self-generated. Kaya yung Q point natin, kumbaga sa sinasubstitute natin. May mga pros to, halimbawa, better stability kasi to. Pag sinabi natin self-bias, better stability. Yan yung ma-offer dyan kasi naglagay ka nga ng resistor doon sa source mo. Kapag tumaas yung ID mo, halimbawa, kasi ganito yan guys pwede tumaas yung current mo, yung drain, kapag tumataas yung temperature. Normal sa electronics yun na tumataas ang temperature, lalo kapag may mga thermal component, may mga passive components ka, nagkakaroon ng mga thermal noise o thermal sudden increase of temperature. So, nagiging negative yung BGS mo. Okay, isa yun sa mga masasabi kong pros, no? Tumataas yung current. Now, ang cons, syempre may source resistor ka, may negative feedback yan na nag-reduce ng gain. No, yun ang aking no. Pagdating naman sa fixed bias, simple design. Pero may hindi stable ang fixed bias. Alam mo, nag-change sa temperature. So hindi siya masyadong nagagamit, no? Pero ang key differences dito sa fixed bias, yung VGS niya independently, niya sineset with a supply. While self bias derives yung kanyang VGS from the JPET's own current. Later I will be given example, no? Okay, so siguro I can now give yung example na talaga, tapos derive na tayo, no? So at least kahit yung mismong circuit lang muna. Let's say determine the values of determine determine the values of BGS and I sub D. Ngayon ito yung let's say for example this is the VDD which is equivalent to 24 volts. That is 6.2 kilo ohms yung ating RD. Again, we are using N-channel JPET kasi the arrow is pointing inward. Then we have a resistor here again connected to the ground. Then we have 1.5 kilo ohms. So imagine this, the electronic circuit. Right? Okay, wait lang yan. So this the okay, now as we notice no, dito hindi na to kagaya kayo na may direkta ka na kaagad na may 1 mega ohm. Pero usually high input impedance to, no? Kaya matataas yung ating mga resistance. So dito makikita natin dito no sa circuit na ito, paliwanag ko lang no. Kumbaga, gumagamit ng source resistor siya to provide stability or gauge source bias without the need of second supply. Kasi dun sa fixed bias, may supply ka pa. Ngayon dito hindi na, no? So dito, it shows the DC bias current using only single supply voltage, VDD. So dahil wala tayong gate current, will pass to the reverse bias, the gate current is zero. Ang IG natin dito is 0 ampere. Okay, ano pa yung mga dapat matutunan? Ang VG naman natin is IGRG. So kung 0 ampere to, edi VG mo is 0 volts. So take note yung mga dapat kong matanda, mga dapat magets dyan, no? Eh ngayon, itong VD natin, kapag sinet natin yung drain current natin to ID, so yung ating ano muna, no? Ito kasi, anyway, ito, kung nandito yung output mo, okay, tapos ito yung tinatawag natin na VDS, drain to source voltage. This is the VD, yun nandito is the BD, ito yung VS. So difference between the BD and VS is a source to drain or drain to source voltage. Ito naman yung VGS. Gate to eh. Drain, no? Source. So ito yung VGS or gate to source voltage. Nung kaibahan lang dito, wala tayong second supply. Now, masasabi ko dito na yung ating ang ating VG is 0 volts. Okay. Now, if we set the source voltage, yung VS natin is simply ID RS. Okay, hindi na siya nagsisiro, may value na. Kaya kapag kinopya natin yung VGS, which is the gate to source or the gate minus VS, ito, 0 minus ID RS. Kaya yung VGS ko, technically, is negative ID RS. Ito yung pinaka-formula. Now, kung ang ID mo is 0 ampere, therefore, yung VGS natin is 0. RS, di ba may RS ka dyan? So therefore, that is equivalent to 0 volt. Kaya for VGS, masasabi ko na equivalent to peak voltage. Kapag nag-equivalent yan, no, yung ating ID is negative VP based dito over RS. So kapag nag-equal yan. Ngayon, meron tayong example, no? Tapos, i-plot natin. So, syempre, meron siyang IDSS. Given to, the IDSS is 10 milliampere where the ID is negative 4 volts. Okay, so ngayon, ang gagawin natin is determine the values of the BGS. Actually, we can plot the JPET. Unang solution natin para maintindihan, siguro ipa-plot ko ngayon. Plot the JPET transfer characteristic ang tawag dyan. So ngayon, kapag pinalat ko ito, may table tayo. Usually, meron tayong VGS in voltage. Tapos we have the ID or the ampere in milliampere. So ngayon, meron tayong ano dito, no? Kung titignan nyo mabuti, doon sa circuit, 10 milliampere. So meron ka ditong 0, no? 0 saka 10. Usually kapag ganyan, ah ngayon ang ating VP is negative 4. So kung i-negative 4 ko ito, sa baba muna, no? Yung ID ko is what? So kung negative 4 volts to, ang ID ko 0, di ba? So di ba ID negative VGS, o di ba? So divided by RS. Negative 4 divided by 1.5. Tama ba? O yun, tama, no? Ang aking VGS ay, let's say, 0. Yan, siyempre 0. Kung 0 to, 0 yung aking ID. So meron akong 0 milliampere. Ngayon, Minsan, inaano natin, kinukuha ko yung 0.5 BP, for example. Ay, i-ano ko na, wait lang. Ayusin ko lang yung aking table. Okay, so ito, lalagay ko dito na, okay, lagyan natin ng table. Let's say ito, no? At ito yung VP. So, isiset ko lang as VP. Yung VP natin, 0. Ah, anong value maging ID kung magiging ang VP ko is 0 divided by RS. So, 0 yung aking ID. Now, kapag ito ay 0.5 VP, so kalahati. So, negative 2 ito. Ito, ano, ang formula kasi niyan, sa ID kasi guys, no, sa ID, to determine the graph dito sa ID, pwede ko sabihin na IDSS divided by 2. No? May ginagamit yung formula yan kapag, halimbawa, uh, let's say, for example, no, uh, meron akong ano ba yung ano ko, kalahati. O tama, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 5 ito, magiging 5. Kumbaga ito negative 2 pala, by the way. And ito, IDS over 4 to. Tama. Kasi dalawang 1/2 yun. Eh. 0.5 BP, tama. IDSS divided by 4. So kung di ako nagkakamali, yan ay 2.5. Ito yung Y5. So ito yung ano, 0.3 halimbawa BP. So kung ganyan, negative 1.2 ito kung di ako nagkakamali. No? So usually ito yung table ng J characteristic. Now to plot the set bias line, halimbawa ito yung ID natin in terms of milliampere. Then the VGS, pwede mong i-draw. Then 0, 0. Then ito yung ano, ang formula kasi dito itong VP, negative VP over RS. Okay, so halimbawa no sa case na yan, your VP is negative 4 divided by 1.5. Ayun. Makakuha ka ng ano 2.67 ata ito. Then ito yung negative 4 at negative 4 the VGS. So yun yung ano, kumbaga makikita natin na load line, no? Eh kung i-check pa natin for further analysis of the discussion, siguro i-drawing ko, no? Let me ano no, para maintindihan natin yung ano yung load line analysis. Okay, imagine nyo to, no? I-clear ko lang ito. Sige, pwede naman balikan, no? Through recorded video. Okay, example, no? Ito yung ID. Ito yung, di ba yung Y? Ito yung the drain current in milliampere. Tapos meron ako ditong ano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, ito yung IDSS. Yan yung pinaka, let's say, 10 milliampere yung IDSS natin. Eh, alam naman natin yung formula, I sub D is IDSS 1 minus VGS over VP square. Okay? So, given the fact that uh, meron tayong ito yung ano, kung yung nandito naman yung VGS. Kasi negative tayo dito, no, kung di ako nagkakamali. So, VGS to, no? Okay, ito yung 0. Let's say negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Okay, ito yung tinatawag natin na VGS. So, if VGS is equal to 0 volts, okay, so ito yon 0 volt. Okay, kanina may nakumpit tayo, no? Kung kukunin ko yung ID ko, based sa problem natin, ang IDSS ko is 10 milliampere. 1 minus, let's say, BGS natin. Ang BGS is 0. Divided by BP is negative 4 square. O di yung ID ko is 10 milliampere. So paano yun, no? At BGS equal to 4, anong drain current ko? That is 10 milliampere. So ibig sabihin, nandito sa plot na ito, yung aking drain current. Okay. Ngayon, at pag binago-bago mo pa yan, halimbawa, gusto ko malaman yung Q point. Kailangan malaman ko yung BGS. Okay. Ngayon, kanina, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, ginamit mo yung BGS, ang formula niyan is negative ID RD. O ano ba yung negative ID natin? Negative 10 milliampere. Ay, di pala, that is negative, kunin ko muna yung ID natin. No? Kung gusto natin makuha yung ating BGS, kunin ko yung ID natin. So, how to solve for the ID? Ang ID na kukuha, basically, using this formula, negative VP divided by RS. Na yan ay galing where VP is the VGS. So, yung VGS ko dito, let's say, kapag sinabi ko na uh, may certain value tayo ng VGS, na kinukupit ko rin, no? Kung 10 milliampere yung ID ko, multiplied by, o, start tayo doon sa ano, if ID is 10, ang RD natin dito is 1.5 kilo ohms. So, yung aking multiplier, no? IDRS, ang VGS ko dito, kasi that is, ano yung aking RD? 1.5 kilo ohms. Burahin ko lang ito. That is 1.5 kilo ohms. So, 1.5 times that is 15. 15 volts. So, negative ano to? Negative 15 volts. Okay, kung titinan ko yung perspective natin, no? Okay, so mas mababa pa, no? Okay, so ngayon, so hindi ko gagamitin niya kasi mababa, no? Okay, pero may tinable ako kanina eh, kung di ako nagkakamali. Nakuha ko yung ano, yung 2.67 na ID milliampere. So ito yung 1, 2, nandito yung isa. Ito yung 2.67 milliampere. Tapos ipa-plot ko doon sa BGS ko na negative 4, kung di ako nagkakamali, no? Kumbaga ito yung 2.67 pero kung titingnan ko yung VGS ko natin is 2.4 something like that, no? Okay? So ayun, no? So let me okay, we have VGS negative 2.4 volts. So nandito tapos ang ID ko na makukuha is 1.6 milliampere. So kung mangyayari 'yon, kung negative 1.6 nandito banda yung Q point. Okay, so ito yung ating saturation point, no? From here, nakatayo yan. Di ba? So, ano yan, nakapunta yan dito, no? Okay, so ito naman yung negative 4. Ah, kapag yung VGS mo is negative ID multiplied by 1.5 kilo ohms. So, kapag negative 4 ang aking VGS, so, anong ID ko? So, negative 4, computing ko muna yung ID ko. ID is 10 milliampere. 1 minus, ang VGS ko is negative 4, BP ko is, ano yung BP na ginamit natin? Yung peak voltage natin is, ay yung VGS ko is tama, negative 4, tapos negative 4 to. or VP. Okay, so meron kang 14 dito, no? So, basically, yan yung nangyayari, no? Okay, so now, ano yung lalabas sa sagot dyan? I think 2 point something, no? Or something like that, no? Okay, so dito lalabas yung ating VGS. Okay, ano yung magiging ID natin? Okay, so kung VGS mo is negative 4, negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So ID ko is 0 ampere. Okay, so tama, 0 ampere yung ID ko kapag negative 4. Now dito, let's say may nakuha ko kanina yung 2 point something ata yun. 2.67, no? Kung 2.67 ka, o nandito yun. Okay, ito yung 2.67. Tapos yun, no? Ito naman yung ano. Okay, no? So anyway, yan yung ating ano, pagkuha ng Q point. Okay, this is the Q point, no? Kaya tinatawag na self-bias. Okay, so I think that is one of the lesson that we need to understand, no? Pagdating sa tinatawag natin na ano, JPET, emitter stabilize. Okay, so sige, pwede na mag